Yo, what up, guys? What's happening? It's Chunk. We're gonna be working on some. Oh, Chunks3d getting a phone call as soon as I'm going live. Give me a second. That's how it's done. So, this individual, why is it not letting me go live on what's it called? Okay, that is gonna be annoying because I wanted to go live on Insta, and it's not letting me go live on Insta. Come on. Can I edit my live settings for the gram? Let's see if that works. Yes, no. Maybe. Anyways, we're gonna be working on some 3D print projects here. Right now, I'm currently slicing some resin minis. They're gonna be D&D minis. You know, when you try to take shortcuts and you try to do things quick and whatnot, you know, bad things happen. So what ended up happening with those minis, I guess I can't go live on Insta. What ended up happening with the minis is the auto supports for resin prints isn't all that great. And some of the minis ended up failing in some areas because the models weren't supported correctly. So like if they had 2 arms like this, one arm didn't have like no supports whatsoever. So then on the print, it actually had like just a flat, just pancake hand. So I went ahead and cleaned up the supports on one print bed of these minis. There are a total of 9 minis that or 9 print beds of minis that I'm going to be printing. So you're just kind of seeing the tail end of that process. So you can kind of see here how the resin slicer goes ahead and does its thing by adding all the layers of light. So each one of these light layers, or each one of these dots and lights that you see, is the layers of light being exposed as it lifts up to go ahead and build these models. And this plate is going to take almost 4 hours to print. So we'll go ahead and do that. Minimize that. And then again, we'll go ahead and send these slices to my printer. You don't see the pop-up, but there's a window that just popped up and it tells me like printer name. Of course, the printer IP address, I want you guys to know that. We'll go ahead and send that right away. You can see it's starting to send the file over. And it has taken a good bit of freaking computing power. My stream, my PC's lagging a little bit. Because this file has 160 minis on it, it is kind of like freaking out my PC a little bit. It is taking a bit of processing power to go ahead and get it done. So right now that it's sending the print, I should be able to save and close. Again, saving is going to take a bit of processing power. It's 160 minis on these. So that's what I'm kind of dealing with here. So right now on my screen you can see there's a little orange bar saying transferring, and it's kind of showing me how much of it is going to be transferred over. And then after that, we're going to be 3D modeling. We're going to be working on some projects that need doing, and I'm going to show you guys the steps on how to do that. We're going to walk through. We're going to make things. We're going to make things together. Beginning of stream, I actually just got a phone call. A guy wants to make some. I don't know if it's a prototype or if he just wants a simple design, if he's just trying to give a gift for somebody, but he wants a cross. And I was like, I got you. Why do I get tired as soon as stream starts? Do you want to start printing on this file? Yes. Boom. Sent to the printer. It's now saying printing. I can close this. Go back to the prepare screen. You're going to see how it lags. These are all the minis that I'm working on. So I had already printed this plate here. And actually, let me move it over a little bit. It's TikTok. I had already printed this plate here, and what ended up happening is some of the minis didn't work the way as intended. Like I said, the not all the pieces of the mini. Oh, shoot! Don't tell me this guy's arm doesn't have support on it again. Just sent it to the printer. Dang it! So this one had failed before because, if I can move the camera correctly. Come on. I hate how the camera just gets all stupid. Yeah, dude. Just show me the freaking... Is it? Yeah, it froze. Anyways, the one mini has his arm in the air. It printed like that the last time, and that arm became a flat pancake. I changed the support settings, and I went through most of the models and cleaned up and reattached and added support features, and I actually didn't catch that one. And I was hoping to go live, so I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and go live. And again, I forgot to look at that. Great. Fantastic. Superb. Still frozen. It's cool, I guess. Anyways, we're going to be working in Fusion 360. Let me show you the parts we're going to be making here. We got to make one of these. This is to attach a door handle. We got to make one of these. This is the cover for the top of a seatbelt. We got a 3D scan. One of these. This goes inside a plastic tube, and you apply pressure here, and it pushes a button on that side. Very old concept of a piece of a car. So, yeah. As soon as I can get Voxel to do something. Look, I just need to save it. To be honest, I'm just gonna close it. Screw it. Control delete. Had to resort to this. Yeah, Voxel is using 82% of my memory. I'm thinking I need more RAM. Alright, Voxel, last chance. Anything before I force close? Nope. It said no last words. So what I'm going to do is, I just sent that thing to the printer. If all the models print good except for the one, that's great. I'll just go ahead and move that one over to another bid. Erase all those models that I just printed, and go through and continuing to print this endeavor. Like I said, that print should be done in about 4 hours. So in about 4 hours, I'm going to be, swapping it up. So let's see here. Let's begin with this bad boy. I gotta do this. So this here is a cubby of a truck. Why do I have a cubby of a truck? Well, this truck in particular, a gentleman works, I believe, construction. I am not 100% sure. But he needs a delete. And for those of y'all who don't know car lingo, like myself, a delete is when you get a cubby like this in the car and you get rid of it. You delete it, get it? So I'm gonna go ahead and measure this, make it a flat pane, and I'm actually gonna be adding a marker light onto it and some sort of plug spot. And yeah, he's gonna go ahead and screw this in where the cubby's at, put his little plug thing in it. He's gonna put his electrical lights and doodads, and it should tell him what's going on with whatever he's attaching. So again, Fusion 360. Let me set up my window capture to capture Fusion 360 here. It's loading, give me a second. And what sucks is I had already made him a delete, but the memory card that this was on got corrupted, so I need to make it again. I'm not going to charge him for this additional model, but it does suck that I have to do it again. So here we are, Fusion 360. So like all good things modeled on the 3D modeling software, especially if you want to make something accurate, we're going to go ahead and bust out our handy dandy calipers. We're going to create a sketch and we're going to start drawing out measurements here. So from top to bottom, this delete is 142.53 mm. So what I like to do, 142.5, divide that by 2. 142.5 divided by 2. 71.25. So now what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to grab that new measurement that we have, and we're going to draw half the line up, half the line down, just to make sure that the object that we're drawing remains centered. If you were to just draw outwards, I guess the center of the world would be start moving, and it'd be, you know, in the bottom left corner or whatever. And every time you want to draw something, you want to snap it to the middle. It's not going to be the middle anymore. I'm pretty sure there's a way to reassign that center of the world, but I don't care. I'm going with what's easy. 71.25. Boom. 71.25. Making sure it's straight. And we're good on that. So that's our center. And now outwards we have... Get something to mark this with. This gets long. We are looking at 51.83 plus come on 154.8. 206.6 is how long. So 103.3 is what we're gonna do. Boom. There is our square. Now we can just kind of like finish up that square, you know what I'm saying? That rectangle. So I have I use Streamlabs to stream. I was gifted a year's worth of multi-streaming, having Streamlabs Gold, for my birthday from my buddy. And Streamlabs actually has this music thing where it's non-copyright music and it can play like in the background, which is actually pretty cool because sometimes you need a little something going on, and that helps with all that something going on. It's cool. It gives it a nice ambience without having to worry about like DMCA jargon, mumbo jumbo. So now these have tabs, and it's like raised up. So we're gonna be modeling all that. Where to begin? Where to begin? So the lip is 8. So finish sketch. We're gonna raise this up 8 millimeters. There's that. Boom. And then we are gonna add flanges. Bringing it in. Okay, and then this thing is hollow, right? So we need to... How did I do it the last time? How thick is this? 3.5. So if we do one of these shell, and then we're going to say a 3.5, boom. There's our hollow shell for the delete. Now all we need to do is add the tabs and figure out how we're going to add these. Now, he did provide a photo of one that he manually went ahead and added those pieces to. And he just used like a drill and just cut it in himself. But of course, having it already made where he can just attach the pieces is way better. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Once we get this done, which shouldn't take too terribly long, but once we get this one, we can start throwing it on the printer and actually print out his little brackets. So he actually wants some 1/4 inch marker, I think it's 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, some other marker lights on a little 35-degree inch tabs. He found a 50-degree inch tab, or a 150-degree inch tab on Thingiverse, but he wanted it to be at 135 degrees. So I went ahead and modified the degree of the angle, tapered it correctly, added a flange to make sure that it has extra strength on the curvature. And then he wanted a single, double, and a triple, 4 of each. So you'll see me go ahead and print those as well. We were printing all this out of ABS plastic. I wonder if I should... No. I don't want to spoil them. I have the bamboo textured build plates that can give you like carbon fiber look. But no, I don't want to spoil them. And on top of that, I'm not sure if those can hold up to like high temp. And so far what I've been having to do for, especially for ABS, is I've been having to print it with 110 degree inch or 110 degrees Celsius print bed. So I don't want those to melt, warp, and deform. So let's see here. This tab is 20, 24, 25, 25, 25. Let's jot this down. I have a notebook that I normally sketch things on. It's right here. Watch the freaking whatchamacallit be in here. Is this it? Yeah, this is me tracing to get the curvature for the circles on the end, and those are 20. Let me do something real quick. That would be 10. And then we're gonna do 10 this way. No, yeah, I got it. I got it right on the money. First guess. So the curvature, the circle of the corner is 20 millimeters. And yeah, I got that first try. Cool. Sometimes I surprise even myself. That was cool. I'm surprised on that. I'm happy. I'm happy. So let me go ahead and jot this down. So the tab is 25 mm. We're gonna be doing the tabs on the right side. The center of the tab, the hole, is 6.5. And then it has a 2 millimeter reinforced circle outside that. So it goes from 6 to 10. To, what is this? 6 to 10 to 18.5. And then it looks like it is round, and then that round gets cut off. So this thing is 23.5 outwards. All right, let's start sketching out some of these measurements I took. So let's do this. 3.5. Crap, I need to round the front side. Go here. Then we're working on the right side. Of course it wouldn't transfer over the shape that I'm drawing it on. And I didn't jot this down and had a brain fart, so I need this tab here. 36. Yes, 36. So we're going to draw a line that's 36. And then from that 36, it is 25. And then from here, no. From here, 23.5. Same thing down here. Okay. So now, the hole is how far out? This one. It begins. Where's the center of this? Mark the center, dang you. It's supposed to tell me where the middle's at. There we go. But it also has an indent. Oops, it's not ignored. So we'll go ahead and measure this indent here of 2 mm. So it's gonna go into, and then from that 2, it's going in 12. And that is the outside of the 6, so it needs to go 3. And then we're gonna go 6. And then we're gonna go, it's actually 6.5, oops. Didn't actually double click on that. It's 6.5. I'm gonna do another one. Oops, we need it in the center, come on. 10. We need another one. 18.5. And then we need another one. That comes all the way out to this 2. And then we're gonna need another one. That goes in, I think I need to mark that. It goes down 2. So we have the 10. We have the 18. We need the, where's this one? 14. 14. Cool. The chaos. All right. So now I do want to do the other one, but we'll just to kind of like, so you guys can see the premise, the concept here. So this is gonna go up how many? It's gonna go up 5. For the love of God, stop doing that. Just highlight the one piece. What are you doing? There we go. Damn. like that, like that. Bring the body back. Bring that down to the front. Join it. Okay. Come to the front side. Hide the body again. Select these. We're gonna extrude these. Show the body. We're gonna pull that extrusion down. Cut that out. So now we have this. We're gonna get these. Include this as well. I'm gonna bring them back by 0.8. Did that not? I think I highlighted the wrong one. So it's a 6 and then this. There. And then we're going to add some tabs on this side for extra structure. There's going to be phalanges up the yin-yang on this thing. That is essentially the one tab we have here. So we are looking at it in this direction. Like if I'm looking at it straight, I'm looking at it here. It has this thing here. From here, 48 inches. And then it's just like a little this is 3.5, so 1.5, 1.75, right? This little guy comes up how high? Seven. All right, now let's do the other one. Anyways, welcome to the chat. I haven't looked at chat in a bit because I'm actually trying to like get some good measurements. So we got on this side, it's going to be the same thing as far as like the 36 from the outer wall. Go to the outside wall. Going up 36, and then we're measuring the unit, which is also another 25. So now we're from the 36 mark, we'll come down 25. And then from this outer wall to the tippy tip, 23.5. So now we'll go like this. We'll go out 23.5. Same thing down here. 23.5. We're going to connect these two pieces. We're looking at the hole in the middle. The hole from the outer edge is 12. So now we'll come here with the draw tool. We'll find our center. There. We'll go in 12. And then from the 12, we'll count 3. 3. And there is our center hole. I believe all these measurements should be the same. So it goes from 6 to 10 to 12 to 18. 6, 10, 12, 18. Sure about that? So what I had in the other one? I think it's 14. 14, yeah. Good lucky for us, we can double click on that, change it to 14. And then another big circle for the outside. That's the circle I'm missing over here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit P. Select that, hit OK. Come back over here to one of these. Bring it to the other edge. Actually, I need a PP one of these too. Just P the outside wall. Now if I come here and do one of those, I'll be all squared away. Anything missing on that one? Other than the front tabs, no. So again, finish sketch. Let's start extruding. Again, we know it's going to be 5. And then we'll get those 5. I don't need the center. Did I forget to? I did. I'll fix it in a minute. 5. Go back here, edit sketch. We're gonna hit P and we're gonna do that outer shape as well. Finish sketch. So now what that did is when I came in here and hit P, it kind of like, what is it called? It projects other images or sketches through and adds it to the current sketch. So it projected the outer shape that I have here, and we're just gonna go ahead and cut that, because that's how these tabs are. Boom. Professional. Look at that. Let's go ahead and move the ones that need moving. Bring that up 0.8. Sheesh. Sometimes I surprise myself. You don't even know. So now we're gonna hide that sketch. This side is pretty much already done. Like, other than adding the reinforced tabs and just adding flanges everywhere to round off every freaking sharp corner, we're done. Like, so now I'm gonna do one more sketch, create sketch. We're gonna do it up against this piece. And we'll P on this side. And then we'll P this guy. Okay. And what we want to add some tabs for reinforcing that are 2 millimeters. thick and how tall? 8. Easy. Easy. So all we need to do is just from the outer wall, 2. And then from that 2, we're going up 8. And then we're going to go ahead and close that square off. We're going to do the same thing down here, 2. And then we're going to go out 8. And then we're going to close that square off. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. 2. 8. Close it off. 2. 8. And close it off. Alright, now that we have our shapes, let's go ahead and extrude them. We're gonna pull them out. Let's see if these things were 5. They're not even that big. Cool. Now we're gonna add flanges up the uni. So this is, when you hit F in Fusion 360, it automatically pulls up the flange. And what flange does is adds a curve to whatever point you selected. Look at that. Professional. I've done some pieces for some guys before where I added all these to it, and the guy was like, "Wow, that's really well done." And I was like, "I guess." Wow. Yeah. You're welcome. I mean, during the print process, they're going to round themselves out anyways. So we'll keep that as is. This right here. Look at that. Look at that. It's the same thing over here. Bam. Bam. Inside. Bam. 1. Again. The back end. On that. It's so cool making stuff. Like, you don't even understand. I did this. Like, isn't that cool? I'm gonna print this. This is gonna be a tangible part, a tangible piece. You're gonna be able to hold this in your hand. Like, the concept of 3D printing is still pretty mind-blowing, especially being like how old I am and where I came from, and like how technology has advanced throughout the ages. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gnarly. My foot is asleep. My right foot right now is completely numb from sitting on this chair. Create sketch. We're doing it on this surface here. Again, let's start grabbing these measurements. So if that, yeah, it's this side. Why is that deformed? By deformed, I mean like they're at an angle. Interesting. Is that intentional to give it an angle? How big is that angle? It's tiny, it's minuscule. But over a large length, you can see it's off by like, what is that? It's like a millimeter. It's 2 millimeters over the length of 36 millimeters. Interesting. Well, we're not going to worry about the length because our thing is we're going to go ahead and measure where these holes are exactly, and that's going to tell us where to put these features at. So we're looking at 20 in. And then this is 6.5. Wait. It's supposed to be 6.5. There we go. Corrected. Alright, so the edge of that to the wall is 9.3. 9.5. So half of 6.5 is 3.25. That then tells where our center's at. And then 3.25 in. And then we can go 6.5. So that's where that's at. Now the outside structure of this bad boy is how big we are looking at. So we'll use this as our center point. 9 and 9. And now we're going to bring it back to the edge. Bring it back to the edge. It looks like it goes completely round across the feature of the center point, which means we can actually use this round feature here, go to the edge, and there is that. Now this does have a wall that goes all the way across it, so I can do that 2 ways. How thick is this? 2, 3. And this is 4. Okay. We'll just draw it out. So we are looking at walls on this thing. They're going to be 2. The same thing here, 2. We're going to bring that in to our center point marker. We're going to be able to get the center point and drag it to that 2. Again, draw another line from here to there. And then this kind of has that same feature that the other one had. So from 6 to 10 and then 14. What was it? It's actually already there. And we're good. We can actually finish that sketch. And let's stretch it out. Don't need the center. It's supposed to be the hole. Bring it up 5. Go back to that sketch. Bring that up 0.8. And then we're going to stretch out all this roundness to be, what was it? 7. There's another 2. Negative 2 this way. Oops. Negative 2. So that is our shape. Boom. And that's the shape we're looking at here. You see that? All measurements correct. Just need to add some flanges. Do the other one, add this little tab, this little nib, and then the requested inserts for this part. So, I mean, we're rocking, we're rolling. We're about an hour's in. I do charge like $30 roughly for like modeling. So, I mean, if we finish this within the next 15 minutes, what is that? 15 minutes is a quarter of an hour, so that's 1.25. So 30 divided by 1.25, right? Like $24 an hour is what I'm getting roughly for this job. Not too bad. Not too bad. But then I don't have to worry about buying lunch, taking lunch to work. I don't have to worry about gas and traffic. I don't commute. You know how nice it is? Although I do need to start getting more active. That's a good stretch. So, we have the one shape down. Let's go ahead and add this stupid little stupid. So we are looking at, from outer edge, 60.9. All right. Temperature measures this last piece. So the top one is 12 away from the wall. Okay. Same thing, we're looking at 18. Let's go ahead and remove these. Don't need those lines. Do need these. Now I'm just making it look pretty. Alright, now let me see the photo that he provided to make sure what side what is on. You know what I'm saying? Has to go this way, just because there is a... So if you're looking at this cubby, if you put it this way and try to put something in it, it's gonna fall out because that's at a slant. If you put something in it this way, it stays. I'm pretty sure it's oriented this way. Okay, so with 3D printing, you always need to give it at least 0.2 away from the wall. So if I'm adding 0.2 and 0.2, that's 0.4. It's almost like a half a millimeter. So if I'm gonna add half millimeter, this needs to be 36. And then 27.67. 7.87. All right, so that is going to be our hole. Now we need to go ahead and measure off where these mounting holes go. So it's 3.8 from the wall. And then 3.8. All right. Make sure we don't mess up my measurements here. Okay. Now is it the same distance from the outer wall on the other side? Yes. So I can just do a straight line from here. Go here. And do 4. And then 4. Actually, it'd be 6. Oops. And then 4. The bottom, is it the same from the outer wall? Okay. 3.2. Yes. We'll come here. 3.2. It's actually 5.2. If you think about it. Because then straight from the 5.2, we can come in here and do a 4. And now we have all our reference points. Do another one. Right there. So now, let me get some heat inserts. I'll be right back. Let me go grab them. So on this particular project, the customer wants to add heat inserts to the part. Heat inserts are actually like metal inserts where when you screw, you're not screwing into plastic, you're screwing into metal. I can only imagine this piece probably burns out, probably needs to be changed over time. So he probably wants to be able to do that. So I have M4 8s and M4 6s. I'm low on the M4s. I used a lot of them on another project in the past. Let me double check the measurements now. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a heat insert, if it measures 6 millimeters across, I should make the hole 5 so then it melts into it at least a half a millimeter all the way around. But let me just do a quick Google search. Okay. 5.3. Point 4. Do it that way. So there's our rough sketch. We're gonna go ahead and cut these holes out. There's our initial holes. Now we need to go ahead and size this bad boy. So this thing is 3.7. It's almost 4 millimeters thick. So that means if I was to draw it up this way, 4 millimeters, -4. On this side, it would cut through the whole thing. So yeah, it actually like, it's nothing for it to grab onto. So what I'm gonna need to do is create something for it to be able to grab onto it. Most likely add another of the same shape on the back end and a flange to add extra material on the outside of it. So we'll create a sketch on this side. We'll look at the previous sketch and we'll hit P. And we'll look at this. It's like I forgot one of the sides here. Here we go. So we're gonna bring that up 3.5, and now we're gonna start like adding all that support material on the outside. Now we can come to this front side and dig it in 4.4. Add a little flange to these. It does have a teeny tiny. We'll do 0.3. That's what that looks like. Okay, 0.3 is too small. We'll look at 1. That's about right. So there is our shape. Again, we're gonna add heat inserts to this. So we can go ahead and press his piece into it, screw it on, and it should be somewhat flush to the back end. Now we need to add these 12-volt incandescent indicator lights. Snap in 0.500 MTNG hole. I don't know what any of that means. Alright, let's get to it. Let's get cracking. So I actually need to take it out of the package so I can get an accurate measurement. Mainly just so I can get the size of the collar. Again, with anything 3D printed, we have to add that like 0.2 all the way around. Just so we can go ahead and fit. So we are looking at here. How big is this? This is 12.59. Okay, set that aside, set that aside. Put that up there. $100, we're breaking that into threes, so we'll do 30. Then another 30. Halfway up would be too high. So what is that? 68. We'll do 10, 12. We'll do 12 up. Then 12 down. And again, this was 12 points. I knew I should have written it down because I said 12 like 1,000 times just now. 12s and 30s. $12.5, $12.7. Another one over here. 12.7. Another one down here. Believe that is how he has this image. There we have it. This model's done. Let's wait on the customer before I print it. You know what? I'm just gonna go and print it. Give me a second. It's always nice to be surprised by little things here and there. So, I've had my bamboo X1 carbon for quite some time. And I've used the hell out of the AMS unit. So much, in fact, that... I forgot to add this little back part. I'll do that right now. So much, in fact, that the AMS feeder, like the initial part of the AMS unit, they had to be replaced. So I spent a good 2 hours yesterday replacing those pieces. It appears I forgot to put a gear in one of them correctly. So right now that I try to feed it some AMS, you can hear it spinning, but nothing's moving. So that's fun. Let's see, forgot to do this real quick. So this heat insert, is 8. Crap, how tall was this? How thick was it? Was it 3? If that's 3, it needs to go out 5. We'll stretch it out 5 anyways. So the heat insert has something to dig into, you know? Again, we'll flange it up. Give it some extra material here. Why no? Why no? Don't tell me this. Oh, it was better than nothing. Cool. So that is our structure. We can actually go from here and hit 3D print. Export utility. Select the piece. Hit OK. And I actually set Bamboo Labs as my default print software for this. print it in generic ABS high print bed. We are going to change the strength of it to 100%. Actually, we'll do 80. Usually gives you some good results with 80. We'll add support materials. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. Oh. And we'll change the plate to the textured PIE. Select arranged and slice. So this will take 3.5 hours to print. Let me write that down because that's going to be the quote for the customer. So delete 3.5 and 115 grams. We'll send this to the original printer. Call that printer the OG. And now you can see it starting to print. It should pop up right now on the stream. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a step file with all the other models that we have here.
Let me show you something. Why didn't you listen to me?
File, export, step file. And I'll show you how we go ahead and do that on Bamboo. Alright, so here we are in Bamboo. We move it over here for those on TikTok. So we have our work surface, workstation area, and these are those little tabs, the little like name tags. Thing is, it looks like one piece. Well, it's a step file. A step file, even though it's one object, if you were to right click it and hit split to parts, it actually can register all of the parts. Let me show that over here on the TikTok side. It'll register all the parts that this is made up of. Every single individual component. So now what we could do, we want both ABS, but we want one in white. That's how it's going to print. And now we're going to individually go through. We're going to assign it the white ABS. the letters. Oh, that was the center part. Center part. So I believe that is everything. Bed rays and lights. So now we can actually go ahead and slice that as well. We're going to print that on the middle child. The middle child has both black and white ABS assigned in the AMS slots. So now we can go ahead and do the multicolor. Again, it's going to print at 80% infill. So it'll take 40 minutes for that. So now let me write that down to add it to the quote, 40 minutes. Where did I throw that pen? Good Lord, I lose everything over here. I have such a small space and I lose everything. Minutes and how much material? Total 8 grams. Now, being that this is going to take so short, like so little time to print, I'm going to print these next pieces on the same printer, and I can actually start getting those ready right now. Where did I save those files? It is... I remember looking at them dead in his face, the stupid files here. I think it ended up, when I exported it into my downloads folder. But did I save it as a Fusion file or as an STL? Sometimes I forget to change the file format. If it's in a Fusion file, the Bamboo Slicer won't read it. So that's what I'm checking here. In a Fusion 360 file. So if I were to grab it, try to drag it over, nothing. Okay, so I need to open this up in Fusion 360 and then export as an STL. Or I can actually hit print from Fusion 360. So I have to do file, 3D print utility, select it, hit OK. It'll actually open it up in Bamboo Studio and another tab of Bamboo Studio. I wonder if I can click and drag from one tab to the other. Just so you guys can see. If I have this up, can I click this, drag it over? Or if can I copy? Control copy, over here, control paste. No, I can't. So which Bamboo Studio are you guys seeing? I'm seeing the original one. So let me go ahead and show you guys the other window. There you go. So here on this tab, he wants a couple of these. He's gonna want 4. Clone 3. Boom. These, being that they're so small, they can be printed at 100. And then we'll add support. Slice. And we'll just send this to the printer to the middle child. Now we'll do the same thing with the devil. Actually, whoa. So 1.18, 30 grams. Chunks3d, Chunks3d. So we have that. So now I can close this. And we're gonna go ahead and pull up the other one. Again, this is saved in my downloads folder for some reason. Might as well open up 2 tabs of Fusion 360, open up the other files. So what do you guys think? It's crazy, huh? I'm currently making a living off of printing these things for people. I would have never guessed that this is what I would be doing in my whole life. Oh shoot, I forgot to connect the PTFE tube on the back of my printer. That's why it sounds like it's chugging away back here. I'm sorry, printer. Try it again. I literally have the printers right behind me. There we go. Now you should see some 3D printing action. Yeah, the PTFE tube on the backside was not connected in the connector. And what that was doing is it was feeding into just mid-air back here. Okay, close that. Okay. It's not working. Son of a gun. That's the thing that just popped up. Let me go look. Let me see what it's saying. Alright. The issue has been corrected for now. For now. All right, so I can close this tab of Bamboo Studio. Don't need it. This is the other piece that he needs. We're gonna go ahead and clone that. Make 3 copies. Arrange. Support. Strength. Yeah. Slice. It's gonna take 2.5 hours. And it's 63 grams. We'll send that also to the middle child. And now since the middle child has 2 print orders back to back on top of what it's currently doing, we're gonna go ahead and do this 3rd one on the OG, because the OG should be done with this thing when it's there. So now I can go ahead and close that. Don't save. Go here, file, 3D print, boom, boom, click, boom. Should open up a Bamboo Studio, which should pop up on the screen. Boom, here we go. Same thing, strength, 100% infill, support, yes. And then we're gonna clone that. Arrange, slice, and send. That is gonna be sent to the OG. And there we have it. So we went ahead and modeled this guy, the delete. We added all the holes. We added mounting points. We added areas to add heat inserts. We made the model from scratch. We got his other models that I made from scratch the other day. And we are all set. His order should be done today. Now as far as print quote, let's see how many print hours is gonna take. So 3.5, and that's 95 grams. So we are looking at a total of 3.5 plus 4 minutes is like a point, 5 or something like that. Plus it's not 4, it's 40. Hang on, let's do it again. 3.5. That's 11.1 hours of print time. Then we got 115, 8, 30, 63, and 95. So we're looking at like 50 bucks. So I'm with that roll. we're all set. Well, other than that, that's going to be it for the stream. I thank everybody who stopped by. Really appreciate those who want to check out Chunks3d and look at 3D printing shenanigans and watch these step-by-step modeling tutorials of me, ripping my hair out trying to make things for people. And I bid you adieu, a farewell, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Chunks3d. Chunks3d.